years. Nambiar, who's a well-known poet, writer, also had to duplicate as a drummer for this Chakyar on one particular night performance in the Kuthambalam in Iranjalkuda in 18th century, and he missed a beat or two. It's a very long-drawn, oldest Sanskrit theatre surviving with a long lineage and performed only in traditional Kuthambalams, Thrissur, Iranjalkuda, or anywhere else in Kerala. Only 3 or 4 are left. So this form has survived in a more popular version. There are 3 parts to it. Ottan is the most popular. There is also Parayan and Sitankan. Today we are going to see the main part, which was written as a part of 50 poems or 50 pieces for dance by Nambiar in a work based on Mahabharata called Kalyana Subandhikam. The dancer has the license to talk down to the audience, even get angry at the king who's seated there, or the patron or the zamindar. It is amongst the only art forms where, born out of an insult or due to self-respect of a fellow musician, that a whole dance form got created. What can be more unique than that in our country? I think claps are due for him, for Nambiar, and for this art that just came about so innocently. In the last 200 years, another very major shift of this kind of form was that the traditional language was Sanskrit. So, to reach people, just as Aditi yesterday used English in today's Khokhar, even if Tare Gudguda Rahe The, there were 2 lines, other poetry in Hindi, but in the end, one depended on language which reached out to the masses, which is English today. I am speaking that, you understand that. It is not Tamil, Bangla or Hindi or Gujarati. Likewise, he substituted Sanskrit for Malayalam. So it could reach the audiences very easily, and they could connect very easily. The whole caste system, which was very, very strong and very, very rigid in even the perception of the performance. For example, in Kuthambalam, only the Brahmins could sit inside and watch the performance. All other villagers had to stand out and watch through the slits in the wood, which was the Kuthambalam was made of. This was the tradition even 40 years ago when I traveled with my father to these villages and documented or took photos. We as Punjabis with no culture, only agriculture, going from Delhi to Kerala those days and trying to document or even talk. But the gurus were very respectful. All the senior people in whichever villages we went, Mani Madhav Chakyar, Amanur Chakyar ji, all of them were very, they understood the purpose of this documentation or this research work. So we bow down to those great gurus who showed us the way. Kalamandalam Suresh Kaliyath is a very unique artist. He is just, I shouldn't give his age away, but he still can't get any award because he's too young. In India, you have to be at least 70 or 80 to get a national honor. Ideally, you should come in a wheelchair to the occasion. And there's no medical insurance with any of these awards. So when it comes that late, it is of really no consequence. But he is very young. He is a UNESCO fellow holder for intangible heritage, which is a cause which has been taken up for Sarikala-Chau, Kuriatam, Ottanthullal, many other forms, and they are supporting this research. He is also budding PhD scholars. He was with Adi Shakti, Veena Pani Chawla for some years, and all of just under 40, he is a very happening young artist of the form. Today, he is going to share with you. Let him perform first, so the magic of the performance is not gone before we dialogue. So I said, he'll perform the piece on Garuda and Hanuman. Garuda and Hanuman both, like many of us, have ego problems. They said, I'm fast, and he says, I'm great. One says, I'm strong, and the other says, I can fly very fast. Both say we are Vayuputra, but they don't realize that in the end, they're all of the same material. And of course, their deities are also different, because one worships Vishnu or Krishna, and one worships Ram. So there's that tussle too about, is Ram greater than Krishna? So it's very interesting how, to the medium of a performance of a solo dancer in a form like Ottanthullal, which is just 18th century, a starting point, today the form continues still to enthrall audiences, even with the clash of television and all of the channels of diversion we have, that this form is popular. And Kalamandalam Suresh makes it more so. May we welcome, please have the screen off, the back split screen, thank you. After the performance, we'll dialogue and we'll take you into the exact structure of the performance. what goes into it, and we'll then have a concluding session with that. So it's good that you partake of the performance first, and then we get into the layers of its both character, history, and art form. Kalamandalam, Suresh, Kaliyath.
പോലെ വക്രം കുടവയറുമയെന്നോരു ചാരുസ്വരൂപം മുമ്പിൽ ശ്രീ പാർവതിക്കും ശിവനുമിക പിറന്നോരു ഓമനുണ്ണി ഗണേശ വൻപിച്ചുള്ളോരു വിഘ്നം വിരവിനോടഖിലം തീർത്തു രക്ഷിച്ചുകൊള്ളുവാൻ തമ്പുരാനി തവപദകമലം സന്തതം കൈതൊഴുന്നേ തമ്പുരാനി തവപദകമലം സന്തതം അരുണനോടെ സകലനോടെ പകരമരുകേ അരുണനോടെ സകലനോടെ വദനമാതുകേ തുടൻ പറന്ന ഏതോ കവി പശുപതുലമതി വരുമോ പശുധമറിയ തെളിപ്പാനിരിക്കുന്നവൻ തെളിപ്പാനിരിക്കുന്നവൻ തെളിവുമൊരു വെളിവുമവനഹമലരിലെടു വെണ്ണയും പാലും കവർന്നു ഭുജിപ്പവൻ വെണ്ണയും പാലും കവർന്നു ഭുജിപ്പവൻ വെണ്ണയും പാലും കവർന്നു ഭുജിപ്പവൻ വെണ്ണയും പാലും കവർന്നു ഭുജിപ്പവൻ അവനുடைய ഭവനമതിൽ വരികത്തിനമല്ലടോ അവനുடைய ഭവനമതിൽ വരികത്തിനമല്ലടോ അഞ്ജനാപുത്രനും അഞ്ജനാപുത്രനാം കവിശ്രേഷ്ഠനും ശിവ 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 നമുക്കഹോ ശിവ ശിവ നമുക്കഹോ വീക്ഷണം ചെയ്വാൻ മനസ്സില്ലതില്ലുമേ വീക്ഷണം ചെയ്വാൻ മനസ്സില്ലതില്ലുമേ തടുലവിഴി പടലികട വിടുപണികൾ ചെയ്യുക തടുലവിഴി പടലികട വിടുപണികൾ ചെയ്യുക ചങ്ങായിരം ചെന്നു കൺമാർ ചെയ്ത മാറ്റിതം ചങ്ങാതിയെ ചെന്നു മാറ്റിതം ചങ്ങാതിയെ ചെന്നു മാറ്റിതം രഘുരപതി കുലതിലകൻ